headlines. Some of the Philippines' biggest businessmen will accompany President Aquino as he leaves for China tonight. Tropical storm Mina leaves 22 people dead, most of them from the Cordillera region before battling Taiwan and heading for China. An outgoing Bureau of Customs Commissioner Angelito Alvarez exposes a huge smuggling scam.
Magandang hapon, kapamilya! Good afternoon, everyone! Live from Access Computer College, Sabarte, student of Computer Science, this is News on Cue. President Aquino leaves for China tonight and is expected to sign $7 billion worth of deals by Friday. The government spending $25 million for the president's state visit. Deputy spokesperson Abigail Valdez says this will be spent on accommodation, food, transportation, and other related expenses. About 200 businessmen will accompany the president during the trip. Among them, tycoons Lu Shatan, Ramon Ang, Manny Pangilinan, John Gokongwei, Teresita C. Coson, Ramona Ortiz, and Washington Sison. The palace says the visit's primary objective is to strengthen bilateral and economic ties with China. Mr. Aquino's visit includes meetings with Chinese President Hu Jintao and Premier Wen Jiabao. During the trip, the Philippines and China are supposed to lay out plans for reaching $50 billion in bilateral trade by 2016 from $10 billion last year. Bayan Muna Party List Representative Nery Colmenares meanwhile urges President Aquino not to sign any joint oil exploration agreement in the spat list with China. Colmenares says Aquino might be committing treason if he enters into such agreement. He says entering into such a deal will be tantamount to giving away oil found within the claimed territory of the Philippines. He says the Philippine government is expected to allow Chinese-owned First Sea of the Petroleum to conduct oil exploration in the West Philippine Sea.
Vice President Jojo Martina is back in Manila from the United States. Binay arrived at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport this morning, following the two-way training course of senior executive at the Harvard University in Boston, Massachusetts. In his arrival statement, Binay said the fellowship was an important contribution to the country's effort to expand its capability in the changing global security environment and an opportunity for partnership with other countries on the issue of security.
Have been possible, of course, without the general support and confidence of our Dares President, the Honorable Benigno S. Aquino III, exhibition of a truly secure and stable national, regional, and global environment were called to come and depend on accord. We have made defense in the global security planning effort by sharing with them our highest security concerns. I believe we have succeeded in listening their support through our efforts. We meet their concern and challenges. This to me is an important contribution through an efforts to expand capability and dealing with changing regional and global security environment, particular as it in efforts are regional with a specific ocean, nightmares, and the role we must play to ensure the continuous peace and stability of the entire Asia-Pacific.
Shortly after President Aquino confirmed that Lido Alvarez is on the way out, the customs chief exposed a huge smuggling scam. Alvarez says he uncovered the smuggling of more than several thousand shipping containers last year purportedly to raise election campaign funds for the Arroyo administration. Alvarez says of 3,844 containers granted permits for transshipment from Manila to Batangas between January to December last year, only 188 could be accounted for and only 3.7 million pesos in duties and taxes were paid. Alvarez notes the discovery of the scam is the tipping point of the campaign against smuggling. He also called his successor to investigate the matter. Up ahead, Japan has new Prime Minister. Typhoon Mina leaves 22 deaths and Muslims celebrated Eid al-Fitr. Details when we return, here on News on Cue. Hi there, it's Girls' Night Out. Hey, black dress, killer heels, and Palmolive Naturals, healthy and smooth. Makes my hair fall into place. Every time. See? Check this out. Its formula has 100% natural fruit vitamins and aloe extracts. It makes my hair smoother than ever before. Hair's still in place. Effortless. Have a great hair day.
Am I your girlfriend now?
I don't like. I'm not yet ready.
Huh?
Girlfriends are demanding. They want this, they want that. I don't know.
But all I want is just McDo fries.
Really?
McDonald's Everyday McSavers. 25 pesos lang.
I feel your soft caress upon my skin, like a touch from a rose. And it thrilled me, now I feel irresistibly soft, like a touch from a rose. Palmolive Naturals Soft and Moisture with milk and rose petals. Palmolive, music for my skin and soul. Visit us on Facebook.
Thousands of Muslims in Metro Manila trooped to the Kayuni Grandstand to celebrate the Eid al-Fitr, or the end of Ramadan. They prayed together and listened to the teachings of an imam. Families also brought food to share and gifts for the children. In Campo, hundreds gathered at the Golden Mosque. Community service and feasts were then held. Eid al-Fitr marks the culmination of 30 days of fasting for the Muslim community. There is a feast in Mindanao as well, as millions of Filipino Muslims celebrate the end of Ramadan. The day even saw the launch of the biggest mosque in the country.
Cotabato City was alive on the eve of the Eid al-Fitr, or the festivity marking the end of Ramadan. Colorful lights and decoration had been seen around the city as the Muslim community celebrated the feast. Family were busy preparing food. Some are grilling goat dressed by an imam as a tribute to Allah. Along the street, residents made all kinds of noises. Some celebrating firecrackers. Others made use of the several items to make noise while chanting Allah Akbar, which means Allah is the greatest. There are also some people who race in the street as part of their festivity. Eid al-Fitr, or Hari Raya, is a celebration of life. This holiday marked the communication of 30 days of fasting. The biggest mosque in the Philippines will also be open today. It's located in Barangay Calanoan, in Cotabato. The mosque was founded by Sultan Hanasal Bolkiah of Brunei. Meanwhile, in Zamboanga City, ulama or religion leaders say the Muslim community must not forget the true meaning of Eid al-Fitr.
The police are required to seal the muzzle of their firearms to ensure no one fires their guns during the celebration.
And now, let's get the latest sports updates. Here is Ryan Angel report.
The hardcore action is getting hotter. In the elimination round of the new College League of University, College and School Athletic Association, wherein Access Computer College have shown a scoring dominance by doing an impressive 32 points. Victory against Pasig Catholic College in the score of 105-73. The team captain of ACC, Raymond Garol, lead the game by having 32 points. The Philippine Musang, the country national 90th football team, arrived in Manila today from Bacolod as they gear up to the Asian Football Federation and the 90th championship. The Musang were selected from over 600 applicants in tryout conducted across the country. The boys will leave this morning to train in Port City of Vietnam before the tournament goes up on September 8 to the country first, Yangon, Myanmar.
Weather Bureau Pag-asa sees no weather disturbance approaching the country this week after Typhoon Mina. Mina had left at least 22 dead, 12 others missing. Mina onslaught also caused over 1 billion pesos in damage to infrastructure and agriculture. Landslide caused by heavy rains likewise rendered many roads in Cordillera region impossible. National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council Executive Director Benito Ramos meanwhile warns barangay officials to play a more active role in ensuring public safety during storms.
Ang suggestion ko ngayon ay kasama na yung barangay captain sa responsibilidad na ito na kailangan kontrolin ang mga tao dahil sila naman ang unang nakakalap kung anong lagay ng panahon. Yung aking dissemination ng information dito, aabot po sa barangay level.
Meantime, some residents in Pangasinan have been forced to evacuate due to floods. News on Q Dagupan's Ryan Angel is on the line to tell us more. Ryan, what can you tell us?
Yes, Christina. No more storm signal is arise in Pangasinan by the 5th day continual rainfall. 7 city here underwater. In Dagupan City from 9 yesterdays, 12 barangay is now underwater. More than 100,000 from a lowland barangay have to evacuate. In evacuation center, food is the main concern of the residents. The city government, however, has no plan of distributing relief goods yet, and each barangay has its own calamity fund. State of calamity will not be declared if the situation is still under control, according to the government. In Inigurimtao, Santa Barbara rainwater has already subsided. Other roads in the province are now possible. Christina?
Thank you, Ryan, for that report. Reporting for us from Dagupan.
Now for the traffic updates, here is Carla reporting.
Thank you, Christina. I'm now at North Avenue. For our latest traffic updates, from here, you can see at the left side, from Cubao going to Monumento is moderate. On the other side, from Monumento going to Cubao is moderate. But approaching MRT North Station, there is build up due to buses unloading passengers. And that is the latest traffic updates live here from North Avenue. This is Carla Arenas reporting for News on You. Back to you, Christina.
Thank you, Carla. And for the weather forecast, here is our thirsty forecaster, Rafaela. Tell us how are things looking up there.
For the weather forecast, we have tropical storm Talas, so remaining its tropical storm. Maximum winds of 85 km per hour to 110 km per hour, moving northwest
is very big, very wide as well, showing you the visible image. And you can see also this very big circulation across the Pacific here. Here are the conditions around the country. That's the latest weather updates. I'm Rafaela Samaka, reporting live for News on Japan Finance Minister Yoshihiko Noda has been elected as Prime Minister after the ruling Democratic Party. This report tells us what lies ahead for the next premier.
A rising show of support from the Party of Japan for its new leader Yoshihiko Noda now moves forward to a vote in Parliament which will officially make him the new Prime Minister of Japan. The sixth leader in just 5 years, Noda calls for his party to unite behind his premiership. Noda, the country's finance minister, steps into a job that frightens the very any leader: massive reconstruction after the earthquake and tsunami. He also wants to reach out to the opposition party in Parliament to accomplish the top choices ahead. A media on survey self-admitted that Noda is a lifelong politician, unpopularly on the public, only gathering a percent support in a weekend poll. Japan Watcher says perhaps Noda's biggest challenge fixing a political system that can seem to keep a leader safe longer than a year.
It's possible, but Noda could beat the expectation and unify the parliament and public behind strong agenda. It is able to do that. It will begin to address years of policy we blocked in Japan, not to mention surprise nearly everyone in this politician-weary nation. This is Kim Yu reporting for News on TV. With just 2 weeks to go before the Miss Universe pageant, Miss Philippines Shamsi Supsup and other candidates are busy getting to know the host country Brazil. Here's the look at their pre-pageant activity.
Miss Universe 2011 candidates including Miss Philippines Universe Shamsi Supsup are keeping a tight schedule in São Paulo, Brazil. The candidates learn how to prepare Brazilian food, enjoy the horse race of the Brazil Jockey Club, and get a feel of Brazil's nightlife.
We watched the actual race, then we were given tickets like would be the horse's number. Then when we win, it's like we could have a small prize. Kinda hectic sometimes. I don't even know what day it is.
Shamsi says not only all the candidates beautiful, they are all smart.
89 young girls who are so different, who are all beautiful, intelligent, who are something to say. I don't know I think it's destiny. Kasi if you were destined to win it, and I think all of us here are qualified.
Each candidate has an answer to 3 questions on themselves for the official Miss Universe site.
Well, I think one of the advantages is that we are given intuition. And they always say that when a woman has intuition, it's right. So we know if you're lying or not. So guys, don't ever fool us. If I'm an animal, I want to be a bird because I want to fly without limit, like see the mountains and the seas, and just feel free and feel the wind on your face. So I'll be a bird.
The Miss Universe pageant will be telecast live from Brazil on ABS-CBN on September 13.
In local entertainment, Kapamilya stars are gearing up for Saturday's much-awaited Star Magic Ball. Ma Salvador, Empress, and Sam Melody took time off from work to fit their outfit to the ball. Jay Cuenca, meanwhile, reveals his date will be Lovey Poe, his partner to the movie, My Neighbor's Wife. Casey Concepcion, meantime, confirmed she's going to the ball with her boyfriend, Flora Pascual, while Kim Chu is excited but still dateless so far.
Excited na ako sa ball kasi syempre dun magsasama-sama yung lahat ng mga artista para sa isang event. Kung sa school may JS prom, So parang, ito na yung parang prom ng mga artista. Hindi ko pa nga alam eh. Wala pa.
Time now for our Hollywood sneak peek. Chris Evans stars in the drama Puncture based on the true story of a drug-addicted lawyer. Now when he sues a healthcare company, he's forced to face his own problem. Let's watch this.
So you're telling the jury the reason my client is fired was because he falsified his resume, not because he went above your head and reported that trucks were not getting fixed and people were dying as a result, correct? Say yes.
Yes.
It's a simple question, and I remind you, sir, that you're under oath.
That may be what it looks like.
No further questions, Your Honor.
After my accident, my friend Jeffrey invented this.
I don't want you to show this product to my nurses because they don't want it, and they can't have it.
We do not have the resources to take this thing all the way. It could break us. He's a pretty heavy user.
Do yourself a favor, cut your losses now. You guys got no case. I'll see you in court. I'm looking forward to it.
I have Senator O'Reilly calling from Washington, D.C. Under your nose.
I'll get myself cleaned out.
They're talking to senators now. You need to hurry, or it's not going to be good for any of us.
These guys are dangerous.
You two are going down.
You just want to win. That is all you've ever cared about. Yeah, well, at least I have the courage to lose for what's right.
Did you see how sexy the body of Chris Evans is?
No, we're talking about what kind of animal you would be if you would be an animal.
So what animal you would be?
No, I'm going to ask you the question, but if you refuse to answer, I'll answer for you. You're a chihuahua, and you will be a chipmunk.
What chipmunks? And those are the latest
The hottest.
and the breaking news of today. This is Christina Mendoza, Nicole Piano,
And Darlani Rodriguez. This is
News on Cue, in the service of the Filipino worldwide.
Hey, hey, teach me how to plug it, hey. They be like, smooth, what? Can you teach me how to tug it? You know why? Cause all the bitches love me, hey. All I need is a beat that's super bumpin'. And for you to back it up and dump it, get it. Put your arms out front, lean side to side. They gon' be on you when they see you hit that Dougie ride. Ain't nobody fucking with my bro from on the side. He go by Bubba and he hit that for thunder. Okay, I ain't from Dallas but I deep town boogie. I show my moves off to everybody trying to do me. I lead the functions and all the ladies trying to screw me. Now you just do you and I'ma do me. Niggas love to hate, so they try to screw me. Bitches be stuck to me, I think they try to glue me. I make the party shine bright when it started glooming. This beat was bubble gum, so I had to chew it. Teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to Dougie. All my bitches love me, all my bitches love me. All my bitches love me, you ain't fucking with my Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to Dougie. All my bitches love me, all my bitches love me. All my bitches love me. You ain't fucking with my Dougie.
The name is John. For them dudes who don't know me, I know I'm from the West, but I can teach you how to Dougie. I step up in the club and all these bitches bug me. On the nigga dancing, none of them know me. I hear the spot scream like, hey, get it, Brody. So I'm on my shoulders and I take.
Jay Cuenca, meanwhile, reveals his state will Lavipu, his partner.